It says, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to the point of death, even the death of the cross.
You see, when you look at this, he humbled himself. What did Lucifer do? As we look at we think what is recorded in the book of Ezekiel and also in the book of Isaiah.
He did the opposite. He glorified himself.
He glorified himself. So I think what is also telling us is that it is through humbling ourselves, you know, that we have that mind. And then if the last part of the verse that you read spoke about the death, even the death on the cross, you know. This was the worst kind of death, because we saw when he was nailed between the two other criminals, that this was the death of a criminal.
Yes.
A death where he was stripped naked and he was there. But humiliated, spat on, but he humbled himself and doing that for us. So you're taking my place, taking our place. So I think for us, you know, to really be like Christ, as Paul is writing about staying away from this selfish ambition, the conceitedness, and this vainglory, is to be like Christ. And it's Christ on the cross who reminds us, and his spirit in us, that it is really possible to be like him as we get the power and strength from him.
I'm reminded of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 15.
Yes.
Perhaps you can read it for us. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 15. And I think it sums up so nicely what you just said now, in terms of what does it actually mean we're having this mind of Christ. And here, Paul explains it so nicely, if you may.
Yes, yes. For we do not have a high priest who's unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet was without sin. Do you want me to read verse 16 as well?
Yeah, please.
That's enough. Let us then approach the throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need.
Wow. His victory, what I take from that, was won on the same battlefield that we face daily. And he showed us it can be done.
Yes.
He covered the same ground. That's why it says there, he faced the same temptations, he faced the same issues. So he was fighting this battle that we are fighting. And Paul is saying, yet he did it without sin.
Yeah.
He was able to do it because he relied solely on that divine power that is available to all believers. That is the mind of Christ. Perhaps you can give us some parting remarks before we close up in prayer.
I think for me, what really stood out is that there can never be unity in our churches, in our families, in our countries, without humility. And the perfect template of humility is Christ himself. We cannot do it on our own. We made a good example that sometimes we come up with these interventions where we're trying to restructure and change. But it's clear here, as we have even closed it with that verse in Hebrews chapter 4 verse 15, that even as our high priest, he's one who's touched with our infirmities. He can sympathize with us, but because of the mind of God, he is able, and we can be able to do it.